Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time we have the Shore Troopers, specifically the squad leader Shore Troopers, or as they say, the Scarif Troopers. These are the regular release ones that you can get anywhere that are in Wave 2 along with Orson Krennic as well as C-3PO. We do have some other Shore Troopers in the back here. Not going to be reviewing them today, but I will of course use them for reference because they are mainly the same type of thing. They're obviously from the same group as these troopers are. The other ones in the back are the Walmart exclusive, the regular soldier troopers from the Shore Troopers. While these are a higher rank, these are the squad leader troopers. And then there is one more rank to the Shore Troopers. However, Hasbro has not shown this rank. I would imagine that they're going to do it because it would just be a straight up repaint, so I can't see why they wouldn't do it. However, they haven't announced it or done anything yet, so fingers crossed they do it, but at the moment they haven't done the captain yet. But let's get on to it. Let's talk about the squad leader troopers. The squad leaders are probably my favorite design. I just like them, you know. I like them all actually, but I think that the squad leader, like if I had to pick just one, the squad leader would be my favorite design of the Shore Troopers. There was a time where I did not like the Shore Troopers look at all. I didn't like them, you know, whatsoever. I thought that they were the weakest of the new Rogue One troopers. And then Hot Toys showed their Captain Shore Trooper figure, and it went on pre-order. And then Walmart, for their announcement of doing these exclusive troopers, they released like this little kind of advertisement that showed like it seemed like it was an actual clip from the movie of a squad leader, a captain, and a regular shore trooper all, you know, running the beach and getting on top of an ACT, and it was such a cool video. They looked like they were working together so well, and it really just sparked my interest in the Shore Troopers, and now they've become probably my favorite trooper of Rogue One. Surprisingly, they went from the bottom right to the top, which is pretty impressive actually. But onto the actual figure. That's just kind of my feelings on these troopers as troopers. But how do I feel about the figures? I've been very much looking forward to this figure, trying to find these figures, see if I can focus, for quite a while now, and I was able to find them all the other day. It looks like the regular Shore Troopers, the Walmart exclusive ones, have hit retail finally. Yeah, at most places, just about all my stores got them yesterday. And then the squad leaders, when I just went to pick up those regular troopers because I had ordered them online, there was one store that had the squad leaders. They had them all up on the very top shelf, and they had a ton of them, just like a ton of Black Series figures. I had to really struggle to actually get down the squad leaders, but was very happy to do so. So onto the figures. I do like the helmets. I think that they're quite nice. Do like the fact that there's like an upper what do you call this, kind of like panel right over the eyes there. It gives their eyes more of an intense look, which I think is quite cool. See, it's really focusing on the stuff in the background, which is annoying. I do apologize, but it does look quite nice. And I like the kind of mouths, this weird kind of section. I think that is just very cool, and it gives him a definite unique look, which I do like quite a bit. Sorry about that, I moved the background a bit, so hopefully it'll stay focused on these squad leaders. So the armor itself, I was surprised to see how much of this armor is reused from the hover tank pilot. I wasn't expecting that before I got the figures, but just about the entire figure is a repaint with a few key differences, obviously paint being one, but there are some actual sculpted differences as well. Here's the squad leader, or sorry, the hover tank pilot. And as you can see, helmet is of course very different, nothing's the same. The body itself and the legs are 100% the same. There's nothing different. And then the only different part is the belt. And that's the same on the squad leader trooper as well as on the standard troopers. The helmet and the belts are different from the hover tank pilots. However, everything else is exactly the same, which, you know, it's kind of disappointing that, you know, they're not new sculpts. However, I really like the sculpt anyway. You know, I'm a big fan of the hover tank pilot sculpt. So although, you know, I like to see it when there's you know new stuff sculpted on this, I do still really like that design just in general. So it's hard to complain because I'm a fan of it. So it works nicely. He does come with a weapon. He comes with a more of a rifle, which looks very cool. It's a pretty dark gray. There is a red paint right there, and then there's some silver that kind of fades into the gray at the end, which I think looks very cool. I almost wish that that was what they did on the edge here, so it looked like it was kind of being fired. I think that would have been really neat, but still, I do like the fact that there is some paint on it, as opposed to the Death Troopers, which really don't have any sort of paint. They have a little red piece right here, and then no silver or anything else. And I do like the fact that he can hold it quite nicely. This is another difference between him and the regular troopers. The Walmart exclusive ones is the rifle. He comes with a rifle, while they come with more standard, more stormtrooper-like weapons. They come with the same weapon that the hover tank pilot comes with, I think, which is just a more standard blaster, not quite a rifle. As far as what the other differences are between the squad leaders and the soldiers, is the paint. The paint does indicate rank. The only paint that matters, though, is the blue. Obviously, there's blue on the shoulder pads of the squad leader, as well as there's a stripe of blue. Now, the stripe of blue is not accurate to the movie. In the movie, the squad leader's stripe of blue is thinner than that. This is much thicker than it should be, to be honest. It should be thinner for the squad leader. However, it's still the same general concept that they do have a stripe of blue down their chest. There's that U in yellow kind of patterning there, and then the belts are different. As far as they have actual like panels that go down with some pouches, while the squad leaders have the skirt section. Now, what the captain's shore troopers look like is that they are the exact same sculpt as the soldier. They have the armor at the belts with those pouches. However, they have blue on them, but they have more blue than the squad leader. The blue on the captains, they have the blue on the shoulders, and then they have much more on their torso. Their chest has a lot more blue, and then they should come with the rifle, a weapon as well. And in that commercial where you did see the soldier, squad leader, and the captain working together on the beach of Scarif, they all had the rifles. So I am a little confused as to why the soldiers here just come with regular blasters. Now, I'll need to see the movie to make sure. However, in that little preview, all three shore troopers had the same rifle, and they did not have those standard ones that the figures come with, which is strange. However, that is, who knows why that's the case. It's not a big deal, and it is nice that they are slightly different to more indicate their rank based on their weapons. And then I do like the skirt sections of these squad leaders. I think that they're very nice. They're sculpted well. You have good detail around the edges, and then the wrinkles look nice too. And I do like the fact that they are battle damaged. These aren't squeaky clean like the Death Troopers. They do have battle damage on them and dirt and things, and they patrol the hallways and the caverns of this secret base on Scarif, and then they also patrol the beaches, which is why they're shore troopers. So as you can see, obviously they do travel through terrain, and that's why they do have some splotches of dirt and things on them as well. So I do like the fact that he does have weathering on him. I did pick up a few shore trooper or a few squad leaders, and one of them did have some issue on the mask. It had like some discoloration on the mask. I did return that one. However, I would say to watch out, look at the eyepiece and make sure that the eyes are nice and glossy and that there's no issue with the paint there, because that could be an area of concern. As far as articulation goes, articulation is pretty great. Love the head articulation. First of all, it's on a ball joint, so you can really tilt the head very far, which is awesome. He can look up very far, he can look down very far, and then on top of that, he has a hinge, so he can look down even further, as you can see, and he can look up even further as well. So love the head articulation, no issues there. Ball hinge shoulders, which work nicely. Hinge swivel elbows. He has hinge swivel wrists. On the left hand, it hinges in and out, and on the right hand, it hinges up and down, which is fantastic. I love that, especially with figures that use weapons like guns and things. It allows them to hold the weapons so much more naturally, as opposed to like the Death Troopers that just have the in and out hinges, and therefore they cannot hold their weapons as nicely and as smoothly as these shore troopers. The articulation at the torso, ball jointed torso, which has a really good range actually, very surprisingly good. Can go crunch very far forward, can go back, and then it has a crazy tilt. Really love it. ball-jointed hips, which are hindered by the skirt area a bit, however not too bad, and they're not hindered going up. Swivel at the thighs, double hinge knees, and hinge pivoting ankles. The pivot works quite nicely. So overall, I love these squad leader shore troopers. I think they're pretty fantastic. Like I said, I've really grown fond of the Shore Trooper design as a whole, and I love the sculpt that they're based off of. I think that it has much better articulation than the Death Troopers, and I like the weathering on them as well. And not to mention, I like the fact that there are different ranks to the Shore Troopers, and that their ranks are different than just a pauldron. You know, I like the fact that they do have different belt areas and things like that that make them even more different than just having like a colored pauldron. So I'm very happy with these Shore Trooper squad leaders. I would highly recommend them, and I also would recommend the regular Shore Troopers, which I'll be doing a separate video for. They are mainly the same though, of course, just differences with the paint, the weapon, and the belt area. So those are the only key differences. However, really do like these guys. Again, you know, I would highly recommend, if you're going to army build these, I would army build the regular Walmart exclusive ones, just because they're the troopers, and then, you know, maybe get 1 or 2 of these squad leaders. And then, to be honest, my collection kind of I need an even number of troopers, and I have an odd number of troopers right now of the Shore Troopers, and that's purely because I'm just hoping that they'll do a captain. That way I can get that one and it'll even out, and then I'll have the ranks, and pretty much I'll have the ranks according to how common they are. So I'll have 3 regular ones, 2 squad leaders, and then 1 captain. That's my plan, and I hope that they do the captain pretty soon here. But there you go, that's my video review of the Black Series Squad Leader Shore Trooper Scarif version. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of these figures, and thanks so much for watching.